Bears are powerful and unpredictable predators capable of inflicting devastating harm in seconds. Despite their size, bears can move at shocking speeds, leaving little time to react. Subscribe to the channel to follow the latest videos, and now I will tell you a terrifying story. On September 11th, 2020, a tragic bear attack occurred in the remote Bridger-Teton National Forest. Captain, an experienced outdoorsman, was helping his client Corey Tubin retrieve and field dress an elk they had shot the previous day when a sudden and violent encounter with a grizzly bear unfolded. This fatal incident serves as a somber reminder of the risks associated with venturing into bear country and the importance of preparedness. The events leading up to the attack began when Upteen and Chubin located the elk carcass after a successful hunt the day before. They were field dressing the animal, a necessary process to prepare the elk for transport, when a grizzly bear charged them without warning. The bear, a female with a cub, likely saw the carcass as a food source and became aggressive, a behavior not uncommon when bears are protecting a kill or feeding site. In the chaos of the attack, the bear first targeted Upton. Tubin, realizing the danger, attempted to intervene by grabbing bear spray, but he was unable to deploy it effectively. The bear turned on Tubin, briefly engaging with him, before he managed to escape by running downhill. Tubin was able to find help and contacted authorities, but Upton was left alone with the bear, unable to defend himself. Search and rescue teams were dispatched to the site, but by the time they arrived the following day, they found Upton's body. Wildlife officials later tracked and euthanized the female bear and her cub, a standard response when a bear attacks a human in such a manner. The tragedy of Mark Upton's death shocked the hunting and outdoor communities, both for its suddenness and for the fact that he was an experienced guide. Upton was familiar with bear country, yet the attack demonstrated how even seasoned outdoorsmen can be caught off guard by the unpredictable behavior of wildlife. One critical factor in the outcome was the absence of a readily accessible firearm. Upton had a handgun in his pack, but it was not within reach during the attack. Some experts speculated that had been more easily accessible, Upton might have been able to defend himself. This tragic event highlights the dangers of venturing into areas inhabited by grizzly bears, especially when engaged in activities like hunting that may draw bears to a food source. It also underscores the need for proper preparation and vigilance in bear country. Hunters and hikers alike must be aware that grizzly bears are highly protective of food sources, particularly in the fall when they are fattening up for hibernation. For those who plan to spend time in bear country, several key safety measures are critical. Always carry bear spray in an easily accessible place and know how to use it properly. When hunting or field dressing game, be extra cautious as the smell of a fresh carcass can attract bears. Having a firearm for protection can also be a valuable tool, but it must be accessible in the event of an emergency. Additionally, making noise, traveling in groups, and remaining alert for signs of bear activity are all important steps to reduce the risk of an encounter. Story 2. In the early morning hours of July 6th, 2021, a tragic and fatal bear attack took place near the small town of Ovando, Montana. Logan, an experienced outdoor enthusiast from Chico, California, was on a multi-day cycling trip through the vast wilderness of Montana with two friends. The trip, meant to be a celebration of her love for the outdoors, ended in tragedy when a grizzly bear attacked her as she slept in her tent. So the harrowing incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that exist in bear country and the need for proper precautions when venturing into areas inhabited by wildlife. Logan was part of a group of cyclists camping near the post office in Ovando, a small community on the edge of the expansive wilderness of western Montana. The area is known for its rugged beauty, attracting campers, cyclists, and hikers who enjoy the solitude and breathtaking scenery. It is also home to a significant population of grizzly bears, whose presence has long been a fact of life in this part of the state. The events leading up to the attack began on the evening of July 5th. Lokan and her companions set up camp near the town's post office, a spot commonly used by travelers passing through. That night, a grizzly bear, later identified as a 400-pound male, wandered into the campsite. The bear briefly approached the cyclist but was scared away when the group made noise and used bear spray. Convinced the bear had been sufficiently deterred, Lokan and her friends decided to stay at the campsite rather than move to another location. It was a decision that would have devastating consequences. At approximately 3:30 a.m., the same grizzly returned to the campsite. This time it approached Lokan's tent and attacked her while she was sleeping. The bear dragged her from her tent, and despite the efforts of her companions to scare it away by making noise and deploying bear spray again, Lokan suffered fatal injuries. Their companions were able to contact local authorities, but by the time help arrived, it was too late to save her. Wildlife officials responding to the attack launched an immediate search for the grizzly bear, deeming it a public safety threat. After several days of tracking the bear, it was located and euthanized. DNA evidence confirmed that the bear responsible for the attack was the same one that initially approached the campsite hours earlier. Officials believe the bear had likely become food conditioned, meaning it had associated humans with potential food sources, a common but dangerous behavior in bears that can lead to increased aggression. The attack on Leah Lokan was a deeply tragic event that shocked the local community and reverberated far beyond Montana. Lokan was known for her love of the outdoors, cycling and camping, and her death was a grim reminder that even experienced outdoor enthusiasts can fall victim to the unpredictable nature of wildlife. It also raised important questions about the responsibilities of those who enter bear country, and how best to prevent such incidents from occurring in the future. Additionally, it is crucial to remain vigilant and prepared for bear encounters at all times, especially in areas where bears are known to roam. Making noise while hiking or cycling can help alert bears to human presence, potentially reducing the likelihood of a surprise encounter. Carrying bear spray, knowing how to use it properly, and keeping it easily accessible are vital safety measures. Bear attacks, while rare, can happen suddenly, and being prepared can make a life-saving difference. For those planning to venture into bear country, the tragedy of Leah Lokan serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of respecting wildlife and follow proper safety procedures. While the wilderness offers immense beauty and adventure, it also comes with inherent risks that should never be underestimated. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing to the channel for more great content. Your support helps us create even more videos that you love. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family to spread the knowledge and excitement. Goodbye and see you again.